Now, I've given you a ton of information that's all over the map at this point. So if you want to ask me another question and rein me in, I'm certainly willing and able.
Well, I had many questions about the face.
Well, what we're looking for in face reading is redness, flaking, irritation, moles. A mole indicates that there is a weakness in that organ, and if it changes color, it can indicate that there is a growth on that organ. It may never result in any problem, but it can be there. In fact, there was a friend of mine named Marilyn, and she works in Missouri at a chiropractor's office, and she found out, or she, after reading my book, she learned the book Diagnostic Face Reading and Holistic You. She found out, looking at her husband, that her husband had a problem with his heart on the left side, no, excuse me, on the right side, and in his right lung, just via face reading. He denied, no, can't be true. No, I don't have a problem with my lungs or my heart. There's no problem whatsoever. Well, it turns out he does medical encryption, and he does. He works with MDs, in other words, medical doctors. So he had access to all sorts of tests. He took MRIs, where they take a picture of the body based on the energy passing through it and so forth. It's a very extensive test. And, well, anyway, so it turns out that what she saw on the face was exactly what showed up on the MRI. So there you have it. So it's a wonderful technique. It just has to be utilized. But you're looking for anything unusual on the face. Well, looking at you, for example, if you go to your camera and maybe pull in on Isabel, you'll see that there's not a lot wrong, actually. She has a little line right here between her eyebrows. This says a slight weakness in her liver. And one of the indications that liver would be weak, and only you would know this, Isabel, is if you found yourself moody, irritable. Not that you seem irritable or moody, but if you ever notice and it doesn't go away. In other words, it's one thing to be upset, moody, and irritable, and it's another thing to be upset, moody, and irritable and let it go for hours or days. So if you notice this or have deep crow's feet or redness, flaking, irritation in that area, that would indicate a liver issue. Some other indications are right shoulder pain, stiffness and soreness, down in the right pectoral, shoulder, bicep, tricep. All of these indicate liver weakness or irritation at a certain point. If you have a hard time sleeping at night between the hours of 11 and 3 in the morning, well, that is a liver issue. So we can go on, but looking at you again, your stomach, which is right here, looks excellent. You have some of the best kidneys I've ever seen.
Really?
No, really, your kidneys are right here. There's no swelling. There's no discoloration. You're wrong. You're just so wrong. It's wonderful. I'm so impressed with you.
Yeah.
You look amazing, Isabel.
Thank you.
Yeah. Your reproductive system on your chin looks good. You can have all the children you want. It's true. She can. Your right lung is here. Your left lung is here. Can't see that for your hair.
Yeah.
But, okay, I can see a little bit more. No, you look fine. And your heart is here. Okay. Your heart is up on your upper lip. And your heart is your earlobes. Now, here's some fascinating information right out of face reading. If you have a crease on your earlobe like I do, I don't know if you can see that. I can't see that, but it's right here, and there's another one right here. And then you have any sort of irritation on the nose. I have a tiny little bump on the end of my nose. It's not big, but it's there. And then if you have anything on the upper lip, for example, a deep philtrum, you can now amaze and wonderfy all your friends. If the upper lip it has a philtrum, a deep philtrum like this, right here, right there, that little spot right there, that indicates that there's a heart weakness. So it works out this way, if you want to do the math. One earlobe involved would be a 20% chance, 30% chance of a heart issue. Another earlobe, 30% chance. The upper lip is 20%, the nose is 20%. So add that all together, it's 100%. So if you looked at me and you notice this spot right here, this little mole right here, or subcutaneous a spot under the skin there, you'd know I have a 100% chance of having a heart issue. Turns out my father died of a heart issue, my grandfather died of a heart issue, my brother died of a heart issue, but he wanted to. Me, I'm too busy. I'm not going anywhere. And I take care of myself and my heart's in great shape. But so I've used the information which is what this book is all about, what the book Diagnostic Face Reading is all about. I've used the information, there it is, see, Diagnostic Face Reading and Holistic Healing. I've used that information to heal myself. So the markers are there, but I'm not experiencing the problems. See how that works? So it's as simple as that. Once we know what we're looking for, we then can manipulate our body to meet the needs of our own health.
For example, reading the face, you found that is a problem. For example, in my case, you say that my liver is weak. So
shows tiny bit. Okay. But I would ask you your symptoms. If I was going to read your face, I would notice there's an issue there and then ask you about it. So I might say, and we're just going to embarrass you to all your viewers. So do you have right shoulder pain, stiffness ever?
No.
How about the right side of your neck? Is it stiff, sore, and tight ever?
Perfect.
Perfecto?
Perfecto. Perfecto, caballero.
Yes.